Everyone around you is different from you in many ways. For example, not everyone has the same religious beliefs as you. A certain day, time of year, or season could mean something completely different to you than it does to someone else, especially someone believing in a completely different religion than yours. My name is Malia Arrington, and this is my informative speech on the Neo-Pagan Wheel of the Year and their celebrations. According to Patricia D. Netzley, the Neo-Pagan Wheel of the Year is the cycles of nature that occurs at key points in the sun's journey across the sky. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Neo-Pagan celebrations that take place, how they take place, when they take place, and how they correspond with holidays on the Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar that most people in modern-day America go by, most likely the calendar that you and I go by. According to the website thecelticjourney.com, the Samhain marks the beginning of the year in most pagan traditions. It's celebrated on October 31st and is also known as Halloween or Hallows Eve. Large bonfires are lit and danced around, yet this festival symbolizes death. Masks are often worn to frighten the spirits away. Next on the wheel is Yule. According to author Patricia D. Netzley, Yule is celebrated around December 20th to the 23rd and is also known as the winter solstice or Yuletide. You might be familiar with the lyrics Troll the Ancient Yuletide Carol from the Christmas carol Deck the Halls. Ironically, both are associated with this time of year. Anyways, Yule is celebrated on the shortest day with the longest night of the year. The traditional promise of spring by Yule leads to winter plants such as mistletoes and ivy being brought back inside from the cold. Yule logs are also burned, symbolizing sun growth, and then the ashes from the burnt logs are commonly spread in gardens for soil fertility. Following Yule is Imbolc. Imbolc is celebrated around February 1st through the 2nd and is also known as the Feast of Lights or Candlemas. It celebrates the birth of the first lambs during the spring season. Many pagan believers implement spring cleaning in their homes and even in their bodies ritualistically around this time of year. At celebrations, milk is often poured onto the earth, encouraging spring to emerge a little quicker. After Imbolc is Ostara. Ostara is celebrated on March 20th through the 23rd and can also be called the spring equinox. It signifies the full return of spring and is known for the festivals having a common theme of fertility. Traditions include dyeing eggs red and sometimes those pastel colors you see on the eggs during Easter. Spring flowers such as tulips, daffodils are associated with Ostara. If you haven't caught on yet, the Easter holiday on the Gregorian calendar has adopted multiple traditional aspects from Ostara. Next is Beltane, which is celebrated on April 30th going into May 1st, also referred to as May Day. Traditions include jumping over big fires in hope of purification, safe destinations on your journeys, and women even jump over the fire in hope of increased fertility. It's also traditional to decorate your home with spring decor, such as flowers or ribbon. Next up is Midsummer. Midsummer, or the summer solstice, is typically celebrated around June 20th through the 23rd, and it's also the longest day of the year and believed to be when God is at his highest power, and after he reaches his highest power, he's expected to grow weaker as the days become shorter. Following Midsummer is Lunasa. Lunasa is celebrated on August 1st, and it's a harvest festival that holds a lot of berry picking, feasting, baking, and ceremonial dancing. The most popular decoration during this time is the sunflower due to the recent full bloom right before the festival. Finally is Mabon. Mabon is celebrated around September 20th through the 23rd and can also be called the fall equinox or the harvest home, making it yet another harvest festival. At this time, there are equal times of light and dark during the day, and winter is vastly approaching. Feasts and offerings to the gods and goddesses are being done, and so is a lot of drinking. As you can see, parts of the year that you may not think are as important as a non-pagan believer are actually extremely significant to those who practice paganism. On February 2nd, you might be looking for the groundhog, but a person who believes in paganism is going to be celebrating the birth of the first lambs of the spring season. Every day, you are surrounded by people who may have completely different religious beliefs as you, and I hope that today you learned how true that is and how everyone around you may look at the world different than you. Thank you for watching.